Hello, this is Dave for That's Us Gaming, and welcome to Dave's Ramblings, where I basically talk your ear off about things I find interesting. Now, Elder Scrolls 6 was announced at E3, and there was much hoo-ha and fanfare, but when you sit back and ponder, one question arises. When will we ever see this game? And this is something that has been bugging me of late. Premature announcements. Elder Scrolls 6 had Oblivion's font, and the music just literally sounded like a clash of Oblivion and Skyrim's main themes. There was no subtitle to the game. We've had, a subtitle with the Elder Scrolls games since the beginning. There was no subtitle, there was no gameplay, there was nothing of substance whatsoever. And now people are climbing the walls like fucking apes, screaming about Elder Scrolls 6, when Bethesda have Fallout 76, Rage 2, Doom Eternal, Wolfenstein Youngblood and Cyberpilot, and Elder Scrolls Blades to worry about. No one's going to care about these games because Bethesda has confirmed Elder Scrolls 6, as if it was ever so fucking unlikely they'd make another one anyway. Now, when these games release, the first thing on everyone's lips is going to be, where's Elder Scrolls 6? You've confirmed it, where's the gameplay, we want to see it. It's the same with Squeenix and Final Fantasy VII Remake. At least we've seen some gameplay, but I mean, Christ, it's been so long. Squeenix have basically doomed themselves to where's the remake until finally the thing gets fucking done. Now, I'm well aware that Hollywood does this all the time. A tiny little snippet here and there, some of it completely irrelevant, looking at you Deadpool 2, they're still funny, but they almost always release on time. Or a delay might be like a month or two, for God's sake, but Christ, games can be stuck in development or just fucking canned outright. I mean, Brothers in Arms, Furious 4, that got completely canned. I mean, I understand because of the Brothers in Arms name, but even after they just changed it to Furious 4, it still got canned outright. I mean, you look at, for example, Final Fantasy 13 Versus, that one took so long in development that it eventually became Final Fantasy 15. Look, actually, at Duke Nukem Forever. Fucking hell. I mean, I know that E3 is good exposure. It's the biggest fucking event for gaming on earth. It's not so much a corporate thing as it's just a fucking way of life now, like a fucking Comic-Con. It's just it's so massive, and everybody just wants to be part of it. But if you've got a game that you're not ready to show anything, keep it under the wraps for another year, or just choose a different show. There's enough expos where you will, I mean, a game like Elder Scrolls 6, you could write it on a fucking Rizzler paper and just mail it to somebody saying, hi, I'm from Bethesda, we have confirmed Elder Scrolls 6. And people would know about it. People would go fucking mental. But people talk about winners and losers for E3, but we all lose if we're left hanging by delays or cancellations. There's a thin line between anticipation and frustration. I have no intention of getting Crackdown 3 anymore, unless I get Game Pass, which might do, but anyway, I haven't got any intention of buying it outright because just the delays, they've just left me annoyed. I was caught up in the hype and I was ready for it, and now just constant delays have just I've been left cold. And another one very close is that Final Fantasy VII Remake, because not only have they changed its core gameplay mechanics, they've also taken years to develop something that should have just been an HD reskin. I went through Final Fantasy VII in January on the PC, and to be perfectly honest with you, the gameplay still holds up. Just add some quality of life upgrades like autosave and we're good. That's all they had to do. I mean, of course, this isn't all developers' faults. There is a certain, a certain element of the gaming community that expects sequels every year just because Call of Duty do it, despite the fact that it's rotated Call of Duty between 3 developers, so effectively it takes 3 years to make a COD game, not 1. These people are literally the bane of my fucking existence. I like some sequels, but I believe good things can't be rushed. So don't announce it. If you have a sequel in the works, don't announce it, or you'll get immediate pressure from the fan base to finish it, and it'll take up any press that should be reserved for games nearer completion. I get excited when games are announced, but I get frustrated when they're 4 or 5 years away, or just have nothing but a fucking title and just no gameplay to show. And now I understand today's topic is probably an unpopular opinion piece. I know there's a lot of people that are like, well, it's, just announcements. But when I'm browsing the net and people are just deconstructing a 37-second teaser video for the fucking Elder Scrolls, I genuinely get angry, especially when there's just so many fucking great games happening at the moment. I do get a bit pissed off. But as I say, I know today it's a bit different. It's a very unpopular opinion piece. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you see where I'm coming from. And I know there's a lot of people who do feel the same. And if you're one of them, just let me know. Or if you think that I'm just being a bit too harsh on, these, these undeveloped games. If I'm being a bit too harsh on them, just, drop me a comment. I'm always happy to get in touch. And also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And thank you very much for listening. Bye.